Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, so I will start out by noting that we did have a big fat gap down this morning. We did recover some of that gap down throughout the day. We're going to have to see how things close out today. We currently are at 3:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we do have about an hour left in the session. But I'm just going to say, as of right now, I think things are shaping up rather bullishly. Things are going pretty perfect to what we were covering here on the channel, which was, let's just make this real simple for everyone. You got this Fibonacci retracement going from there to there, right? You came up to your golden pocket. You found resistance right there at the 0.786 fib, 454. That was the level we were paying attention to, because if you started getting above there, we're going to say it's likely you start heading up towards 460. Over here on QQ, where did you stall out here on QQQ? Well, if we take that same fib extension or fib retracement right there, go from there to there. Also at the 0.786 fib, 381, that is the level we were paying attention to. If you started getting above there and you managed to get a daily close above there, that's when I was saying we're very likely just going to push right on up here to 390. So sellers' last stand was right here. That is exactly where sellers stepped in here on SPY and QQ and pushed us back down to backtest where we broke out from. So as you guys all know, if you were paying attention to the channel and following along with us, then you do know that we were in a daily uptrend as of 445.22 over here on SPY. This level was broken. As this level was broken, we established this daily uptrend. We now had a higher low, and then this right here would have been your higher high. So it turned out to be a much higher high. Because of this reason, we are saying that this pullback will likely be met with buyers. There was nothing bearish about this chart, but as we do here on this channel, we go level by level, and until something is proven on the chart, we are going to expect rejection from that level. That was this 451.55 level right here, followed by the zone we got going on here, the supply zone. We're expecting rejection. That was right by the 0.786 fib. That is where rejection came in. But what happened when we broke out from 4522? We had this ugly double bottom breakout right here, and the neckline was right down here. All right, so you can either use this level right here, or you could use this zone. All right, if you're using the zone, regardless, this is our heavily traded zone, our 443/444 zone. All right, that is where price is choosing to bottom today. All right, so in the grand scheme of things, this is literally just a break to a higher high here that puts you in an uptrend out of this double bottom. You came back, you got your neckline going on right here, all right, and you back tested that neckline, and now you're finding buyers stepping in. All right, let's actually just take this one off right here. Let's take off this Fibonacci retracement, and let's come over here to this one right here, and I'm going to point out this actually right here on your 0.5 retracement as well. So your 50% retracement. So I mean, we got some confluence going on here with our zone right here. Now, if we do decide to dip on more, tomorrow, I don't know if you're going to fall tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow, maybe a little early next week. If we do continue this downfall, I think it's very likely the buyers start stepping in relatively, soon, where I really do think downside is limited at this point, just like we were looking for this pullback from this zone back to this zone right here, all right, or this 445.22 level right here. As of right now, we came back, we're right there, all right? You come over here to QQQ, all right, things have also done the exact same. They've just retested where you broke out from. Where did you break out from? Well, let's come over here. We had two bullish formations going on here that we were paying attention to over on QQ. What do we have? We have this inverse head and shoulders formation right there with the head. Right here is the right shoulder, all right? Right here, these are your touch points. That was your neckline. You literally came back and back tested that neckline as of today. So we had that going on, and then we also had over here on the daily time frame, you can very clearly see we had an ugly double bottom going on right here. The neckline was right here. Again, you could call it right here being your neckline, 370.47. We're tracking it on the channel as 372.74. Regardless, you came back to the levels that we were looking at. We were looking at rejection up here on this gap fill, 380.69 right here. All right, we were looking at rejection there, right there at the 0.786 Fibonacci as well. Came back down, and we are now finding buyers right where we were looking at them to step in for a higher high or a higher low. Doesn't have to be a higher low, but you have to come all the way back down here to 358 if you want to structurally damage this chart and you want to start a downtrend up, which I don't think that's going to be the case, considering that is, it's $14 higher than where we are right now. And people are, again, getting real bearish, just like they were getting really bearish over here in SPY, calling for 420, right as 430. All right, a very strong level when we got down to here. You're getting real bearish right here at the bottom. I don't know why. All right, just like on this dip, guys, you got no reason to be bearish on this dip. I'm just letting you know right now. Yeah, we could see a further decline here. We very well can, but there's nothing on this chart that is bearish. Nothing. All right. Let's just check out the hourly time frame. We will take a look at how that is going on right now. All right, SPY, you do have sort of a base going on here on our zone right here, 443 to 444. All right, so you're looking for a break above 445.22, as you see on the 15-minute time frame. That is where we are finding sellers stepping in right there. That was your level from over there. If you can break above there, we are immediately looking for 446.40, the high of yesterday, and then, well, not the high of yesterday, all right, but this intermediate high right there until you ended up gapping down this morning. So 446.40 all the way up to 448.11. You have absolutely nothing from here to here, so I do think it's going to be a very quick shot. So that means we could be looking at, 0.5 to 1% day tomorrow if we were to continue this recovery here going into tomorrow. All right. But just like we're finding resistance up here on the, the golden pocket right there, let's take a look at where we could be looking at a lower high to form. So let's just say, because like I just said, you have no reason to get bearish on this chart. You have to fall $14 on QQQ. Over here on SPY, you have to come take out this low. Well, I mean, this is going to be your higher low. If we finish out the day right here and then we rally tomorrow, this would then be your higher low. But let's say we don't, we fall flat in our face going into the end of the day. We're looking at 435. You have to come down $11 or $10 here on SPY just to start your process of putting in a downtrend. But let's say that doesn't become the case. We don't continue falling. We get that bounce, and it's just a dead cat bounce, dead cat lower bounce high right here. All right, it's going to be done in the 0.5 retracement. So from 448 all the way up to 451.55. That's where we're paying attention to for sellers to step back in and do exactly this. If you want to be a bear, you're going to do so from right up here. All right, you're not doing so from, you can if you want, all right, but the logical move here would be to do so from up here. If we are going to have this be a dead cat bounce, then you're going to probably come right up here to 448 to 451, and then you have sellers stepping in, and then boom, now what do you have? All right, you have a few days of bounce here, then maybe middle of next week, you come down here, break this low. Well, you have your low, you have your lower high compared to up here, and what do we have? A lower low. So right back, we're going to be in a downtrend. All right, so that's where you're paying attention. There's your bear scenario. Your bull scenario is you bounce back from where you are right here. You come out here and take out this high, and you're coming up here to 455, and then we're talking 460. But like I said, if you're a bear, you're going to be watching this golden pocket here, and that would be the lower high scenario. All right, so I hope that was very clear to everyone. Same applies over here on QQ, even though, like I'll reiterate, guys, I think this chart is bullish. In my personal opinion, is bullish. All right, but if it's going to be a bear move we got coming up next, you're going to probably see something like this. You can see sellers stepping right here, 375-ish. Maybe you start getting up here, 378-ish. All right, and then you're going to come here and you're going to break this low here, and that is going to set you up for this. Lower high, that would be your low, and then boom, breaking right here, that would be your lower low, right? So in order to get bearish in these charts, that's what you want to see. That's exactly what you want to see, all right? Because if you don't see that, then you got no reason to be bearish here. You really do not. All right, you have absolutely no reason. Something I will point out is RTY is sitting right here on support, all right? So that is IWM. You do have IWM sitting right here. I know it's a little different. All right, it is a little different there, but if you draw that trend line, you can also see you did another bounce off of this head and shoulders neckline going on here. And where's your left shoulder? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. All right, so we're going to have to see how that plays out. All right, I know RTY is a little bit different than IWM, but RTY is over on that support. IWM's on that support, the trend line support I just showed you. But yeah, I think it's very likely buyers hold the line here. I'm just going to finish off the video with that. All right, let's just look at some individual tickers now because these things are going to be leading the way. All right, You lost support right here. Boom. All in one day. You gave what? Yeah, 12 bucks right there. It fell to the next support. You started finding buyers there. Gapped underneath your support. Went right down to the next support. Rallied on up into previous support, now resistance. You rallied on up all day from your support. Very clean chart over here on NVIDIA, but I'm just going to point out right now, this is going to be a strong level slash zone we got going on here. You have like, what's this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, now 9 touch points. All right, guys. You're going to have the battle is going on right here. All right. You need to lose 455. We'll call it 450 to be on the safe side. All right. Because you have this wick going on right here all the way down to 448.88. All right. So you want to lose 450 and then you have nothing underneath there all the way until 435.78. All right. So if you see the move underneath this zone right here, we're seeing NVIDIA tank the market. All right. But as of right now, I think this thing looks more bullish than not. I think it's likely that you do have the buyer stepping up. Next thing I'll point out right here, this is actually on the watch list we are covering in the weekly, live stream we do every Sunday. If you are new here, just know you can't expect content on this channel every day. We do a live stream at the end of each week. It's on Sunday to, provide at least 10 setups going into the following week. All right. But this was on there. All right. We were looking for a back test of this breakout level right here. You did have rejection going on right there. And then boom. Explosive breakout. You came for the retest. It was very likely that buyers were to step up there. Break and retest is my favorite strategy. From that level, you did already see a $2 and almost 50-cent move. That's going on right there. We'll point out Apple. That's another one just like NVIDIA. This is going to take the market wherever it goes. All right. As of right now, guys, you want to recover the zone going on here. All right. This was, this was right over here. All right. So this is definitely going to be a spot where, one side is going to be leaning over the other. All right. So if you want the buyers to regain control and probably fill this gap, you want to come, you want to start basing above the zone right here. All right. And as you see, price is already trying to do it. Let's just put on a line here. And let's say the high of this candlestick is 178.21. If you want to see Apple save the market, you need to see it break 178.21. And then you will have nothing in your way until you come all the way back up here to this gap though, which is going to be right around 181.49. All right, is it the candle right here? 181.47. That is the gap fill right there. So that is what you're paying attention to. Those will be moving the market. And with that being said, last thing I'm going to point out, 4-hour RSI was oversold. I'm sorry I was not here with the video for you guys yesterday. But we did have the, right here, you can see the 4-hour RSI. I mentioned this to the Discord this morning. 4-hour RSI was oversold on ES and NQ. So if we do see further downside, I don't think it's going to be much. All right. I think downside is very limited from where we are right now. All right. Can we see more downside? Yeah. All right. But it's probably going to come with the scenario I just pointed out, which is going to be, you're going to do this. Boom. All right. It's going to be that scenario. So even if you're a bear, you don't get bearish right at support here after you just saw a pretty decent sell going on here. All right. If you shorted from here to here, congrats. All right. Your boy shorted from there. Your boy freaking sold for a loss the next day. And then the thing goes like 300% on me. So I had September 15 put. No, it was September 8th, 450 put. That is what I had. And then we saw, oh, it was this day right here. All right. Rejection on this day. Big fat nasty gap up. Your boy sold on the gap up. And then boom, yes, it was a fake out. You still saw the supply zone remain and sellers push it down. And now that contract, I think, was going for, well, let me just tell you, all right? Yeah, we got down there. It was at least $700. Maybe it was $800. Looking at it, $200. It got as low as like $100. That was tight. Hashtag tight. Hashtag when like you see things on the chart and, guys, it's never going to get less scary to pull the trigger. I promise. It's just not. All right, just like down over here, all right? Think I don't want to just like go really heavy long now. All right. Even though I'm like really confident that we're either going to get that or we're just going to get that, it's still tough to pull triggers, guys. It is. All right. But yeah, with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next one. I still say AMD is like a very sexy looking chart. I think people should have it on their radar. All right. That being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.